Okay, you hear this? That's my washing machine. Okay, that is because not only do I have a heavy load in there, but this whole drum inside the washing machine is held up by springs in each corner, and over time they get bent out, and so the bottom of that drum is actually scratching on the bottom of the bottom panel. So I'm gonna try to fix this. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So if you ever have that issue, you can fix it yourself. And it's not like I'm some kind of do-it-yourself fix-it expert. Before I became a stay-at-home dad, I was in manufacturing over 20 years, and a lot of what I had to do was problem solving. Sometimes that involved like how we're gonna get supplies from China over here in a certain amount of time, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times it was, how do we fix this machine without calling in an expert that's gonna cost us thousands of dollars? So I'd research and figure out how to fix these machines that were complicated. Or at least they seemed complicated until I started looking into it. And what I found is that there's so many things we can fix ourselves instead of just going and buying a new one or calling in a repairman. Anyways, over years and years of doing this, I just built up a confidence level, and I want other people to have that too. So again, I'm not an expert, but I just want to show you the steps I go through to solving some problems, and maybe that'll help you too. Okay, step one, you need the model number, not necessarily the serial number, but the model number and the company, whoever makes it. And mine is kept right there, and it is a GE. Snap a picture of it and then to the computer. So really what I'm after is the part number to those springs. And so I'm gonna put in the model number, GE model number, and see if I can come up with a schematic, something that shows parts, or a website where I can order parts, something like that. And you can see right now I've already got some option here, parts list, diagram. I'm gonna go for diagram. I wanna see it. And right here, something like this is what I want. Okay, so it looks like this right here, 415, the 414 and 415, I don't know what the difference is. So I'm gonna click on this. This is the suspension rod and string assembly. So it's already assembled. You just buy it and add it. Okay, I'm just a little confused because it looks like there's only 2, but there's supposed to be 4. So I just want some confirmation that there's supposed to be 4 there. I don't want to have to open up the washing machine for that. Okay, so I just found this. I just entered the same part number into YouTube and found this guy where it basically does the assembly, the replacement of the rods and spring assemblies. And apparently there's only 2, or 2 in the front. I thought there was 2 more in the back, but I guess I was wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and order these 2, and then we'll do the replacement when those come in. Wow. Okay, so I forgot this part. So right here, they're showing it for $19.10. I'm going to copy and put that into Amazon and see if I can find it cheaper. It's $1 cheaper here. But I have Prime, so I don't have to worry about shipping now, and it'll be here by Monday. Perfect. Okay, a few days later, and they're here. Now this should only take my 2 friends, Philip and Stanley. Don't forget, always unplug anything you're working on. And a little tip, I always have a little bit of painter's tape with me to tape the plug up, because if this falls, you unplug that and it falls back there, it's a whole nother headache. There, that's not going anywhere, it's out of the way. So first part, we're gonna take this front panel off, and for that we're gonna use our friend Stanley here, and there are 2 tabs holding it in. We're just going to be persuasive with this. Just down in the lip a little bit, so you're just pushing them apart. That's it. tabs on the bottom. You just lift it up and off the tabs. Put that up out of the way. So if you can see, this whole contraption, this whole thing is being held up by 2 connecting points in the back and then these 2 springs here. So I mean, you can see, you can lift it up and down. So when it gets too heavy, let me show you. There you go. Now you can see right there is where it's been rubbing, because put some weight on that. And again, another tip is to always check the parts that you order. Sometimes they just send the wrong parts. Sometimes you order the wrong parts. Take them out of the packaging and compare them. Make sure they're the same before disassembling anything. Okay, different colors, but basically the same part. Everything's identical. Everything matches up. So we're gonna move forward. And I forgot we gotta take the top off. And I was wrong. I thought the heads on these screws were Phillips, and turns out these have the socket hex heads on it. So got myself a little set right here. It's like a screwdriver, but with the socket heads. Oops. And this is 1/4 inch. As with every project, there's always something that doesn't want to come up because it's jammed up against this. I don't want to go through and take all that off. So I'm just going to make it work. I'm only really doing this to get this one little corner right here on both sides. So I'm just going to jam it up. Use whatever you like. I got this little, oh shit. Okay. Okie dokie, that just popped open. Just got to be a little bit more rough with it. Okay, we're just gonna stick a piece of wood under there. Hopefully that holds while I work. It doesn't feel very safe though. That's fine. Okay, next you just got these things that are kind of wrapped around it. Got these little plastic goobers that just keep everything right there. You just want to, that's wrapped around it. Interesting, I wouldn't have done that. Okay. Same thing on this side. Just gotta move that off here. Okay, step 1, I'm gonna lift up on this whole assembly so that this is free. I'll show you. See how that comes out? I'm gonna pop that out, and then that should make this a little bit more free down here. It's kind of heavy. Now you can see that's free. I'm gonna pop that out. Untwist again. I don't know why somebody would twist those in the wires, but now that's free. So now we're going to install the new one and just do the opposite actions. Pop that up in there. So now I'm gonna lift this up through here. Put that guy back in. Pop it down and release. That's it. It's in. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Lift up. And that one came out really easy. Stanley, help me be a little bit more persuasive. There we go. Just leave that right there. To the hole. Put that out. Lock that in. Push up. Let go. There we go. Okay, so now you just put your wires back into place. Same thing on both sides. Slowly remove. Very important tool of piece of wood. Push that down. Nothing's ever easy, is it? It moved over an eighth of an inch and now it won't close. So I gotta try to pressurize it, pull it this way as I'm pulling it down. There. Screw these bad boys back in. And put your front panel back on. Remember, there's two tabs at the bottom that go on first. One here, one there. So you just make sure those go on first. And then persuade it in. All done. So we're gonna plug it back in. I've got a big load of towels to do, so I'm gonna do those and really test, see if it makes any noise.